Good morning, everybody. Evie here. Today I'm going to do acrylic art pour, acrylic paint pour. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be doing over a vase onto a canvas, just for a change. So I'll take you through what I've done. Okay. Right. So what I've got here is I've got my canvas. I've already taped it up to prevent it from getting dirty and smudged on the back, and I've just used like a painter's tape to protect the edges, but do make sure that it's quite tightly sealed around the edge because it can get underneath otherwise. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to support the canvas on some cups. Now what you want to do is make sure that they're on the frame, not here, because it will leave round marks on the other side. So we're going to do that. Move that out the way. Make sure it's on. Oh, where's the other one? There. And there we are. So that's that prepared. What we're going to do next, I've wrapped up just a large plastic jar with Glad wrap. Need something for the vase to sit over. It doesn't matter if it's just on it or if it's over it completely, as long as there's a gap between the vase down to the canvas so it can drip down. Okay, so, but I'm just thinking I might need to put a base over this one first, so I'll just do that. But first of all, I'll tell you the colours I've chosen for today's artwork is a beautiful bright orange, a cool brown, and a gold, but with some added gold sparkles into it. So that's my colours of choice today. Which is not what I would normally use, so I'm going to give it a go. But I'll just put a base on this one because I'm lazy. I was looking for one I've already made up, and I've come across one that's like a cool lemon. So I'm just going to use that as my base on here. So I'll just pour that over. I don't know how old this is. It's just been sitting in there. Most of it will come off, of course. Just spread that over. Hope everyone's having a fabulous day. Everyone's probably busy. It's Monday. I'm not sure what the date is actually. I think about the 19th of December 2021. So all the children are on school holidays now all around the world, I imagine. And Christmas preparations being done, and yeah, so I hope everyone's able to spend some time with their families and friends, if that's what they do, is that if they celebrate Christmas. So I hope everything goes well for people and you stay safe. I'm here in Tasmania, Australia. Right, I'm just going to leave that as a base. Fingers. I was finally able to get some gloves that fitted me yesterday, so I'm so pleased because I've just, oh, and I've got a hole in that one already because I've got my nails done. Right, so as I was saying, so then what we're going to do, I think actually that lemon, I think it's had silicone in. I can see it's starting to form cells there already, so I don't know if that will be successful. We'll just see. So I'm going to place this on the top. Hopefully it's not too heavy, and I'm going to place the vase on top, and you can see that there is a gap between the vase and the canvas. I've cleansed the vase with some sterilising wipes to make sure it's okay and no dust on it. I'll just get a clear cup so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to layer the colours. And remember, the first colour you put in is the last colour that will come out. Okay, so we're going to put in, I'm going to do it in a couple of pours. The pouring medium I've used is a combination of PVA glue, Floetrol and Floetrol. I will put the descriptions and the combinations in the down box if you'd like to view that. And the brands of colour that I'm using. But of course you can use any brands you like, whatever you can get hold of. As I say, I'm taking myself out of my comfort zone. I'd mixed up the cool brown and the gold and had to ask my daughter, or choose me another colour, because I could not think of another colour to go with it, and she chose orange. So this one's for you, Tara. Last one. It's very windy here today. That's my door. I have got it wedged open to my cottage, but the wind's getting hold of it. Okay, so I'll just show you the layered effect I've got here. So I'm going to pour it out from the opposite side that I poured it in, and I'm going to try and do it in a ring pour. So we'll see how we go. Hopefully you can see this. I'm just going to try and just keep it going in a circle. Just looking at that, it's not balanced. You can see it. Oh my goodness, no. I just knocked it over. Just trying to catch it all. Oh gosh, I'm so clumsy. I'm getting worse. Look at the state of me. Hang on. Start again. I've tried to lift up this side slightly. I think because it's dipping, the canvas is dipping. Made quite a mess over there. So it's mixed up my cup, so who knows what's going to happen now. So we'll just try again. Just in a circle. So it will have mixed some of these colours together, sadly, because I really wanted defined colours. You can see as that's coming down there now. So as it comes down, it will stretch out, and we should be able to see the different colours if I haven't mixed them up too much by dropping the cup. I'm just travelling that ring pour around the top edge there now, just to give it a little bit of a difference. And there's the empty cup. Did get a bit mixed up, didn't it? We'll just see how that goes. That's a bit enlarged there. I think by the time it gets down to the canvas, it's down on this side, but it hasn't come down on this side yet. It will do. And I may have to add a little bit more gold and orange to it to give it a difference. We'll see what happens. I think the only colour that didn't get mixed up was that first part of orange I put in. Okay, I'll wait till it comes down and I'll bring it. Okay, you can see what's happened now. It looks quite gross. I blew the top out and it's like this mangled colour of all of the colours together. So I'm going to give it another try, and I'm just going to try again and put it over the top. So once again, I'm just doing a little bits of colour, and I'm not going to do it in a whirl. I'm just going to do a flip cut pour on the top. Just adding little bits of colour. Same colours. And I'm not putting them in the same spot, just going around the cup. And hopefully I won't drop this one, so it won't mix them all up. Okay, it's a waste of a lot of paint, I know, but you know, it's only paint. And it looks so ugly. If this doesn't work, I'll just scrape it off and we'll start all over again. Okay, so I'm just going to tip this on the top. What I might do is just scrape some of this down. It's got a bit of a dip, that's why in the bottom, as you can see. Okay. Might turn out nicer. Let's see what happens. It's pushing the other colour down anyway. We'll let that keep going. Actually, while that's there, I'll get the burner. Just to make sure there's no air bubbles in there. I'm liking that much better. Oh yes, that's looking much nicer. Let's reach the bottom too, so that's good. So looking great now. What I did with the cups, I just, any little bits that was just left, I just picked up a little bit out and just dropped it and the other colours on top of it to run down further. And anything left in the cups I've just tipped out onto the canvas itself. I'll bring you down to show you. There is a gap at the bottom. I'm just trying to work out where I'm going to stand this to continue dripping, but lift it up off the ground. I'm just looking for something now. The colours I actually used were just Montmartre colours in a cool brown. Orange. And gold. So that's the only colours I use today. This is going to get very messy. I can see that. So I'm just trying to move some of the stuff out of the way. So I've found a bottle. I'm going to just lift it up and pop it on if I can. Here we go. See if I can do it without dropping it. No. I'm having a terrible time today, aren't I? Actually, I'm just going to stand it there. I'll see if I can't. Oh dear, oh dear. I am having a terrible, terrible time creating this little masterpiece. But you know, sometimes they turn out fabulous, don't they? I'll just stick something on there to dribble down. Okay. Well, so much for that idea. And then we're just going to lift this up, twirl it around, and I'm just going to pour it off because I've got so much paint on here. And then back into the middle of that side. So I'm stretching the paint out. Back over to this side. I don't think this is going to work. I think this is going to be a disaster today. Oh well. Get that yellow off the side. Might stretch the colour that's left on there out. All this paint that's running down onto the table, I will mix it up and put it in a container, and it can be a base colour for something else I'll paint over so as not to waste it. It's looking better. It's stretching. Can you see the difference? I'm stretching it out. I think I've fixed it, so we'll just leave it as it is, and I'll just torch it first. I may end up with some cells on the vase, which I didn't really want because it landed in the lemon, and the lemon obviously had silicone oil in it. You can see here how it's bringing up. Here, some yellow spots coming up here, so that's because of the silicone oil in the other previously mixed paint that I used as a base. You can see the oil coming to the top, and once it comes to the top it will pop. You can see here how that's coming through. I'll just run that over my vase, and we'll let that continue to process and see what happens. We'll be back later. Okay, because this is hideous, I'm actually going to put some silicone oil on the back here, and I'm going to swipe through and see if that will make a difference. I mean, I can't ruin it, can I? It's revolting. Okay. Well, that's quite gross, so we'll see what happens anyway. Should bring up a lot more cells, if anything. I think I'll be tipping this off. Oh well, that's it. Here's the vase now. After a few hours, it's actually looking quite lovely. Hoping it continues. It's just still running and dripping, but it looks good. Can't say that about this painting. It's going to be scrapped.